All praises be to God. Welcome to Tears to Treasures. My name is Tanyata. Today's message is coming from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 through 15. It reads, "For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up what is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stress. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing." Today's message is don't get stuck in this season. Don't get stuck in this season, you guys. Don't get stuck in a season that God wanted to be over for you, that should have ended already. Sometimes we wonder why we feel stuck, or like things aren't growing in our lives, in that relationship, in that business. God may have told you to partner with someone, or to do something concerning your business that you may have been avoiding making that change or reevaluating that business, or a certain aspect in that business or their relationship, evaluating is that partner healthy for you? Have you been doing all that you can in that relationship, praying, fasting, believing, and things still aren't getting better? It seems like the person is working against you and not with you. Then it may be time, to move, to make the change. If we get stuck in a season where things aren't growing and you have heard God's voice, of course, take it up with God. Use your intuition and your discernment. However, I know there are times that we ignore red flags. We ignore God's voice, and we end up getting stuck in situations that no longer serve us. So it's because, like I said, that we are stuck somewhere that we should have moved away from already. And as the scriptures say, there are times to plant and then there's a time to reap. So if you get stuck in the planting season where you planted your seeds, you've been nice, you've been humble, you've been patient, you prayed, fasted, prayed for your partner, and things still aren't changing, you're still being mistreated, breadcrumbed, you still giving more than the other person in the relationship, then God doesn't want you to stay somewhere where you're being mistreated, you're unhappy, whether it's a job, whether it's a business partner, having to make changes in a business, as with business matters. But seasons are meant to teach us a lesson, not for us to stay planted. We have seasons of planting, waiting, or testing, and a season of harvest or reaping the rewards of our labor and faithfulness to God. Let go, and I promise you, even though it may seem scary, you may not have all the answers to see how it's going to work out. It will. God will definitely make a way and care for you. Cast all your cares on Him. But if you stay stuck in a season, you won't see the season of reaping and reward you're supposed to. God doesn't want you to be stuck. Each season has a purpose, so don't be afraid to move when God tells you to move, when it's that time. Just as the seasons change on earth, and they serve a different purpose, it's the same way in our lives. Certain seasons bear certain fruits. Sometimes certain seasons are waiting seasons where it's time for things to grow and before we see them blossom. So just know that there's a time for testing, a time for waiting, and then a season of reaping. But if you stay stuck in either one of those seasons, then you can't, you won't be able to see your life make the necessary changes and reap benefits that you're hoping to see in your life. So if God gives you a word, move. His purpose and plan for your life will come to pass. Thank you.